Hello, GMAN Division
wait,
5A.
stop.
Oh my god. Nah, I'm keeping this now. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it.
That was for you, Metal. That was for you, Metal.
Okay. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, orcs and elves, to this week's recap. We're basically just going to do the same thing we did last week, which was look at the past week's results, and as usual for the party div, it's been interesting.
Yes, we will look at those of you that have made us proud, and those of you that have sucked ass.
Yes, that pretty much sums it up. Starting off with the Hippie versus Gajais match, 2-2 Elf-off.
Yeah, 2-2 Elf-off, and Gajais actually remembering the pentagram, it seems. 5 passes made in that game. So hopefully he'll have got some levels this time.
We're proud of you, son.
We are. And some nice MVP there for Hippie, getting his thrower away from the next level. And Gajais also leveling somebody up off his MVP.
Yep, I mean, nothing much to say about an Elf-off.
No, score lots, score fast.
Yeah.
Score well.
Then we have Pyro TJ's Full Metal's Alchemists versus Raver's Serpents of Inneruk.
Yeah, this game could have been a win for Pyro, couldn't it?
It could have been, yeah.
Did he not roll some pointless dice, though, before trying to score with his throw rat?
I believe he did.
I think he did. If only somebody had said that dice rolling was pointless. Like on the cast or that. You know, if only it's not like somebody had mentioned, yeah, don't roll stupid dice, you'll 1 in 9, then you'll fail the GFI, and then that's what happened.
Yeah. At least picking up the nice MVP on the Blitzra.
Still, a draw was really nice for Pyro. This game was very big in the Dark Elf favour, as the Khemri Dark Elf game seems to go, and we may see that this wasn't the most disappointing Dark Elf result of the week when we get to another game.
This is a nice result for Pyro.
Yeah. And nothing died.
Yeah, and picking up a level on Cottonmouth for Ravers, and picking up a level on the Blitzra as well.
Yeah,
for Pyro.
Which was very nice. Yeah.
I mean, Blitzra level is always nice. So.
Always nice.
Yeah. Moving on to Zinj versus Ambitank. Zinj, not enough dead rats. I am very disappointed in you.
This is the glorious moment where the Rat Ogre got knocked out, casualtied very early yet again.
Yeah.
And the rats won. So further proving my point that these rats only care about keeping that Roger alive until they play metal.
Yeah, pretty much. Where that Roger then absolutely decimates the entire team.
Yes, exactly.
Hold on, we have good boy interruption in the background.
We have Doggo barking at Posty in the background.
Yeah, he's a good boy. I mean, just nice MVP on the Warrior. Not so nice on Sassy Ratata.
I mean, it's the only way you're probably going to get yourself a dirty player lineman, but we will probably talk more about the development when we get to the teams.
Yeah, we definitely will. Then we have the very controversial draw of Hummersep against Chubstep. Now, I was casting this with Hummer and Chubb, and I am very happy on Chubb's behalf because he actually managed to do something for a game. And Hummersep continuing to prove that basing with Zons is not the best option.
I mean, there's basing with Zons against teams that don't have tackle, and then there's basing with Zons against a team that has 90% tackle. Hummer not realising there's some logic to be applied to that.
Yeah. So, Hummer, you continue to disappoint us every week with your basing.
No, you do.
Yeah. I mean, decent MVPs. I'm pretty sure Chubb would have preferred an MVP elsewhere. Just because, he's so close to getting an explosion of levels.
Yes.
But otherwise, nothing much to be said there.
Oh.
Then we have the interesting one, which is Full Metal Alchemist versus Witches Be Trippin', which is a nice cheeky win for Metal.
Yes. Raver's not doing a lot wrong during the game, except Metal decided to roll a 5+4+ with a throw rat to take the score 1-1 at half time, and then slogged his way down the pitch.
Yeah.
Ravers probably will be a bit disappointed that he didn't come out with at least the draw. This
is Crow Dog's team, by the way. Just
Crow Dog, sorry. Crow Dog will be a bit disappointed that he didn't come out with at least a draw or a win. But if you look at the actual SPP developed, you'll see Metal getting a nice spread of casualties. And believe it or not, he may actually have some levels when we look at his team.
And it looks like it might actually be Tomb Guardian levels.
Maybe. We will not tell you if they're doubles or not yet, but we'll see.
But all in all, nice spread for Metal and his SPPs.
Yeah, Metal does like to spread it wide, you know what I mean? He's very good at spreading wide and, really getting in that hole that opens up when he spreads wide.
Oh my, don't be so lewd.
Okay,
there could be
PG
children
tips.
watching.
There's a different type of PG tips in Metal going on when Metal spreads it wide. Right, up next we've got the Deadpools versus the Hat Tricks.
And Berserk really just proving that he's just on a roll. 3 wins so far. Picking up a nice level on the Movement 7 Hobo. And Deadpool's picking up a cheeky MVP on the Fleshy as well.
Always nice. Always nice to pick up. Yeah. Flesh Golem MVPs are always welcome. This is at least a Flesh Golem, you know what I mean? Obviously, his other one did die, so getting that extra development on this one pretty much helps. It will help mitigate the fresh one when it does come in.
Yeah.
And I'm presuming it's went on to guard, but we'll see when we get to the teams. But yeah, Berserk getting the big wins. A lot of people, well, I at least thought, with Demure Nichols double with his Claw Mighty Blow, there might have been a few dead chops and such. So whether or not it just never happened or he never got the opportunities to actually hurt them, we'll need to have a wee look.
I mean, he did inflict 6 injuries over the match.
Yes.
But still, I mean, all in all, Berserk is just on a roll. And it might just not stop.
And I'll let you discuss the last game because it's your favourite team that won.
Ramhard, I'm still disappointed. Not enough dead Kislev!
We actually covered this game with Metal, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
You and Metal covered it whilst I played a game.
Yeah. Yeah, something along those lines, and then you just barged in like Scotsmen always do.
Yeah.
But all in all, cheeky level on the lineman. Nothing else really to be said. Just 1 injury. Kind of boring. It was an all in all just quite interesting match, but not a lot in the way of damage. So, I might just say I'll give another prize to people who can just murder this team. No. Sorry, I have to keep myself restrained. But yeah, it's good result for the Kleptocrats. Not so good for Ramhard and the Blessed
Having
Ones.
watched it, I think when we did watch it, Ramhard did very little wrong. The Kleptocrats just did everything right that they needed to.
Did what Kislev do best and just roll dice.
Yeah.
And hope that it works.
You would say that. I mean, when they've got a 93% leap success rate, so they made 16 and failed 1.
Oh.
It kind of says everything, The bear, of course, being the real MVP, passing Bonehead a mighty 54% of the time.
Yeah.
But all I'd point out is to those who doubt the bear, look at the score. Look at the score. That's
the bear just proves it.
Yeah, that just proves it.
All right. Let's have a look at the teams. Starting off with Metal's team, as usual.
He has levels on Tomb Guardian.
Woo!
Woo! And
you get a little clap.
He's went the very greedy route of Mighty Blow. Now, this will because they've been so slow at leveling, he's trying to play catch-up. But they weren't block, which is the rest of the division will also be happy.
Pretty much. I mean, to be fair, Mighty Blow should be the first skill on Tomb Guardians because, I mean, you have 4 strength 5 pieces that just need to do damage and are there to do damage. So Mighty Blow, you can never go wrong as the first skill on the Tomb Guardians. Then you can decide, should I go guard or should I go stand firm as the second skill? Generally, I like to go guard as second, just for the extra support in case you need it.
Yes.
But I mean, otherwise, not really much to say here. Same levels as before.
Big win, and
very
big
win.
SPPs. So yes, Metal will no doubt be happy about that. Getting some extra power to help the huggy Tomb Guardians out.
Yeah, I mean, they might be dead, but they still have warm hearts and just want cuddles.
Yes, Metal's especially.
Yes.
And then up next we've got Hummer and his basing zones, who are just really ticking over. They're taking abuse, but still fighting through. They're really proving to be the Rihanna of the division.
Yeah,
You
pretty
know,
much.
they really take a good smacking, but just come back better and stronger each week.
Absolutely. I don't remember if he picked up the. God damn it, Nugget. I don't remember if Somerset picked up the plus agi on the line woman
I think he did last game
after
because the
last match.
Agi catcher, the Agi catcher was actually MNG if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So he did have the Agi, yeah.
I mean,
But
it's just a Zon team,
it's
really.
it's just a on team. Hummer needs to just focus on getting the wins. I think
Yeah.
he's got out he's got through Zenji, he's got through the dwarf team. He's not got any excuses now that he shouldn't be winning every game from now on because there's no apart from the Chorse. Well, maybe that'll be a close game, but out with the Chorse, I expect Hummer to win every game because he's Zons and they're OP, and that's it basically. No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure from both recappers. Just do it. Then we've got Zinj.
Zinj and his non-leveling Necro at the moment here. Necro? Nurgle. They just SPP. Zinj, you need to get some levels, mate, for us to talk about them. I don't like the fact that he's got 60k of bloat sitting on his team and 4 fan factor and 2 cheerleaders. So I would quite like to see him remove that. And obviously that 180k, I presume, is definitely going to be spent on a third reroll.
Oh, most definitely.
But not just focusing on getting some levels on the Chaos Warriors, getting some levels on the Pestigor so you actually get some Mighty Blow and Claw. And yeah, just continuing in that vein, really. Not much from last week, so Zinj, get some level ups and we'll have more to discuss.
Yeah. So basically just hit things. Do stuff. Yeah. In the immortal words of McNugget.
Yeah. Pow things.
Yeah. Fourth, Pyro TJ's Full Metal's Alchemists.
Yes.
As suspected, he did pick up the Mighty Blow on Major Bat.
Yes. Very good to have. And he has replaced it was either a niggled Tomb Guardian, if I think it was correctly.
Yeah.
With, it was the one I think he replaced under my name, Mutt Norton. Yay. But no, Pyro kind of taking a few steps backwards in the terms of development on his Tomb Guardians.
Yeah.
Quite funny now that Metal and him have kind of swapped in the development powerhouse of Khemri over the last few weeks, just purely down to all those massive injuries that Pyro's taken. But apart from that, he's got all the positionals, he's got all the rerolls and everything like that. Just back to re-leveling the team, really, and trying to pick up results where you can, is what I'd say.
Yeah, there's not really much to it, other than, get some more casualties on the Tomb Guardians. I mean, that does come down to the dice, but, just do your best. You really need those levels there.
Yeah.
And really. picking up some tackle on the next skill up on Full Metal or Major Bat, whichever one levels first, is definitely going to be the way forward.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Gajice's Delicacies of Doom.
No, it's not. He was getting lippy in the division channel. Gajice is getting missed.
Yeah.
Right. So up next, Ravers and his Dark Elf team.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah. Now you get to do it to somebody else. It's great fun, isn't it?
It's so much fun.
Ravers here.
Picking up the dodge on the guard piece. Very helpful.
Very nice indeed. Has a very nice looking bank here as well. So I imagine next purchase is definitely going to be a second Witch Elf.
Yeah.
It is definitely the right time in order to pick it up. The Rattle, the wrestle piece, does of course have a niggle. So that's what you get for having wrestle.
Yeah. I think for the time being you can live with him having a niggle, and then once you sort of have enough to replace him, then you just go for it.
Well, yeah. Realistically, when you buy the second Witch Elf, you will still have, some gold left over. Yeah. So, you could replace it as well if you want, or wait till another game of that. But all the positionals are doing well. The Witch Elf Strength 4 obviously really nice. Probably want to rush her to block or whatever she rolls next.
Yep.
And just realistically, so we've got a cheeky wee con vanity pass into Boom Slang, who we could get a couple of wee levels up in the next game. So looking to see Ravers pick up even more development in the next week.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just about getting them cheeky touchdowns in on certain players like Trouser,
Yeah,
Boom Slang, and they'll get their levels.
exactly.
So yeah, just keep up the good work, Ravers. You're
Keep going. Yep.
yeah. Now we have. I'm gonna let Nugget say this because he loves taking the piss on you, Ambi.
The greatest of the worst teams ever.
Yes.
I can't just keep this team until you play metal. I don't care if the team dies when you play metal. Just kill his team. What's even more terrifying is that Hardy is 2 SPP away from Pile On, and Brave is 5 away from hopefully Claw. So we do have 2 Palmers.
Yeah.
Again, just more SP. So we've got a couple of linemen that are a casualty away from leveling, and Docile and Sassy's a vanity pass away. Naughty is just basically there as line fodder the whole time. It's still usable as line forward, line fodder, which is perfect, and still got such a huge team as well, including bench. Raticate proving to be the greatest rat ogre, in which case it gets badly hurt and then misses the rest of the game quite early, and the rats still win. So it's a good technique that they've got going.
Yep, absolutely. There is, however, Rash Ratata, completely unskilled gutter runner. So you might
That is
just
a new one, yeah.
Yeah, you might just want to throw a couple of vanity passes and then just go for a touchdown on him.
Yeah. Probably looking along those lines just to at least get him leveled up.
Absolutely. But otherwise,
definitely.
solid-looking Skaven team with all the skills in the right places, as we seem to be saying every week.
Abetanique is just rocking and rolling, yeah.
Yeah, there we go. That's insulting the name. This is my favorite, Mr. Chubstep. I'm so proud of you, son.
He got a level or 2, didn't he?
He did get two. He did get 2 levels actually. He picked up Mighty Blow on the Blitzer and Guard on a blocker. Can't go wrong with those skill ups. I mean, that's first skill up for Longbeard should always be block or guard. Sorry. So you've done the right thing there. The Blitzer could take a choice between Guard and Mighty Blow. I prefer Mighty Blow as the first skill on the Blitzers because also at this point in time for Chubstep's team, there is a lot of lack of Mighty Blow. He only has the 1 Troll Slayer, but having an AV9 movement 5 piece with Mighty Blow, in case you don't want to use the Frenzy as well, is an incredibly good choice.
Yes, definitely. Just gives you that bit more ability, and it means that they can kind of both cover each side of the pitch if needed, so you don't have to keep rolling about. And it means that if he does go to pile on, you can happily pile on knowing that you've got a bit of Mighty Blow elsewhere. So definitely. Ticking a long way. Again, as we seem to say every week, 4, 5 players, 1 casualty away from a level.
And it's all the right players that are 1 cast away.
Yeah. You know what I mean? The other blitzers a touchdown away from a level. So, no, Chubstep just waiting on those casualties to finally come in. Watch this. You'll play against somebody and they'll all come in one game. It'll be against the Chaos or something, and it's just casualty after casualty.
That's what happened to me when I played my first season Dwarfs. It was just 3 or 4 casualties on 3 or 4 different players just got me the levels that I needed. But also, having a cheeky 90k bank, I think we might be able to expect the second runner coming in.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate that either.
Yeah.
Zoot's definitely sorted where he is. I wouldn't hate to see it. I would maybe wait another game, depending on who you play. I think they play the Skaven next. So I think I'd actually keep the bank until after that game and see if you need to replace anybody else.
Agreed.
Because the Skaven have Claw, Mighty Blow. Okay, so up next,
we have
Crow Dog.
Witches be tripping, yo.
Crow Dog on the back of that defeat by Metal. I'm sure he will be disappointed. But again, it's just like the other Dark Elf team. It is just a couple of positionals that you need, and you're such a strong team.
Yeah.
The Witch, 2 SPP away from getting first skill there. Jerome, couple of SPP away as well from hopefully a Mighty Blow regard. You know what I mean? Something nice of that, but definitely will get there soon. And then, if I remember correctly, Swaney is a niggle. So we were saying that last time. You probably still keep Swaney at the moment, but you probably loses all Apple rights, is what I would say.
Yeah, You just don't bother appoing him if anything else happens to him. Just leave
Yeah.
him be.
Yep. So Crow Dog, hopefully, depending on the schedule next week, we'll be looking to get back on the development track, as it were, and just, you know what I mean, getting those couple of positionals leveled back up in time to get the second witch.
Yep. Next up, we have Berserk's Hat Tricks, the steamrolling Chorf team, picking up dodge on the Movement 7 Hobbo.
That's a bloaty hobgoblin. As much as I like Movement 7, I don't know if I would have taken dodge on it as well.
That now just becomes a ball carrier.
Oh, it always was.
Oddly enough, because his name is Karen the Ball.
Yeah, carrying the ball. I don't know personally if I wouldn't have just taken the normals to get a block or a sure hands on that hobgoblin, just to negate some of the reroll risk or the dice on it, or if it does get through. Dodge is really nice when it's part of blodge, but you're now a long way away from block. And teams have tackle.
It's 9 SPP. That's 3 touchdowns.
Right. And the games are getting tougher. And you've got other pieces you're going to want. I mean, you've still got a 2 SPP bull. You've got 3 chorfs that are needing SPP.
4 chorfs.
Well, 4, but 3 of them that are like, you know what I mean? They're 2 away. So that's a casualty and a touchdown. I'm not going to say dodge. I don't like it, but I don't know if I would have taken it second level with the plus movement being the first one. But at this stage, it's not wrong. It's just a choice of personal. It's a personal choice on how you want to develop it.
Absolutely. And I mean, there's the break tackle dodge.
Yeah.
Break tackle dodge on the ball. Can't go wrong there.
Really nice. You'll pick up block next, and then it'll probably tackle. But no, Berserk really bringing out the wins despite having not the greatest amount of development on his positionals. So, Division 5A, watch out when he actually does get the development on these positionals.
Oh, my.
That's what I would say. Yeah.
Next up, my least lovable team, the Kleptocrats.
I'll let you discuss them.
Oh boy. Picking up the nice Mighty Blow on the Blitzer. I'm just going to try and stay objective on this one. Nice Mighty Blow on the Blitzer, double block blitzers, nothing you can go wrong there. He did pick up the Bear, which we discussed would be a choice, but it turned out to work really well when it wasn't boneheading. Blodge Catcher, nothing you can go wrong with there. Still a couple of SPPs away from 2 touchdowns away on both the remaining catchers, Mobutu Sese Sako and Sanya Gotcha, from getting Blodge on one of them and getting Dodge on the other. Donald Trump, guard lineman, nothing wrong there, and picking up a wrestle lineman as well. But again, I'm going to say this like I say every week, just kill the team already! Yeah. I mean, it's a nice looking Kislev team. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Taking the right skill ups, as you do. Now we have Ramhard's The Blessed Ones. Nugget, you can come back now.
Okay. If you relax and you're all in a good place again, right?
Yes.
Ramhard, just going development. He's got Fulgrim leveled up, got block. It's nice. I believe he was the last warrior to need block.
Yep.
And Angron, not to say that he caused a few 1-in-9s, but he caused a few 1-in-9s.
We called it. We called
it. But no, Ramhard in the position, like a lot of teams at the moment, is just some good skills on here. Just needs to get the next stages of development. So getting himself a ball carrying beastman, and getting himself probably some more block, wrestle, or tackle. Call Badder really needing to get block just to actually have some safety on him. But it's first season chaos. I mean, they're better than first season Nurgle by a million miles. But at the end of the day, their movement 6, movement 5, Agi 3 starts with no skills. Takes a bit of time, and season 1's just about getting as much development as you can, whilst picking up whatever wins you can.
Yeah, absolutely. So just keep up what you're doing already, and make Father Nugget and I proud, as you did in the first week when you were throwing a million vanity passes.
Yes. Pentagram is never wrong.
Correct.
Up next, we've got bleeding hippies, constantly dying elves.
I mean, it's just... Is that just a regular MNG?
No, that's a niggle.
Oh, that's a niggle. Oh,
On the
boy.
new War Dancer. So not only did he buy a new War Dancer, but immediately then went and got niggled. So he'll need to buy yet another new War Dancer.
It's
Um,
at this point in time, it's just a downhill stream for Hippie. I mean, he's still pulling in the draws, but I don't know how much.
He's still pulling in the development as well. I mean, the trees went and got block. That's really nice. The throwers 1 SPP away from probably getting block, so it can be a bit protected. He's still only got 2 rerolls in game 1 rostered, so at the moment, it's just getting a bit of stability in, and you can't stop the niggles or the armor bus or the strength bus. It's just they'll happen.
You just
But he'll
gotta.
be still plugging away as it was. He's still plugging away, still getting development, and doing everything he can to get this team somewhere dangerous for probably next season by this stage.
Yeah. I mean, if he can continue continue down the path he's been going, he should be all right. Except
But
he might have to
it's a-
replace a war dancer every 2 games. But
yeah, it's still early, very early in the season. You know what I mean. So we're only into week 4 now. So still a lot can change. So you know what I mean. Saying that regarding Hippie, you can definitely bring it back, and still a lot of the season left to go. So
yeah,
we
fingers
may
crossed.
still see some Hippie magic. Yeah.
And finally, the Dead Poles, coached by Demure Nickel.
Yes. Sadly, if I'm correct in saying this, Demure Nickel had the choice of putting some of his own bank in to get a babe against the rats, or knowing that if he did, he wouldn't be able to. If he rolled 1 on the winnings, he wouldn't be able to replace the flesh golem. So he did, and promptly rolled a 1 on winnings, so couldn't replace the flesh golem. So
Oy.
yeah, so not only did the babe probably not help too much because he picked up the loss, but he also couldn't get the flesh golem for this week. But
Yeah.
in saying that, it's still a really nice team. He's paid his flesh golem tax now. He's got his blodge ghoul for ball carrying. Both wolves are good. He's got a block guard golem, and he's got a couple of guard whites. So realistically, it is still an extremely strong team. Just looking to pick up that flesh golem next game.
And just remember, this is Necro. They still have some Necro magic in them, so you might be able
Yes.
to do some absolute bollocks, especially with that Agi 4 white.
Yes, exactly.
Now that you have the ghoul.
Yes, definitely so.
Yeah. So that was it for the teams. Yeah, we're just gonna skip over Gijais.
Yeah, no, we are. Yeah. This is his lesson. This is his lesson for being a multi little shitbag in chat.
All right. Going over next week's matches. First one is Hippie against Metal.
Match. The grudge match. The old Div 1 Metal v Hippie. I really hope Hippie destroys Metal. It'd just be so funny.
I mean, it would be funny and it would be a nice comeback for Hippie, but I just don't know how realistic it is.
No, because Metal has Mighty Blow, Tackle, Blitzers. Metal's laughing at this game right now. He's like, easiest win.
Yeah, this is going to be such a great game for Metal if he plays it right.
Yeah. I mean, Hippie has 1 dancer, and a tree with block and some catchers. Metal will ignore the tree. The dancer will probably get 1 jump in, and then if it doesn't work and do its magic, it'll die to a foul, and the Mighty Blow tacklers will just hunt catchers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And if it comes to it, he can easily get 2 dice on the tree. Just punch it down and let it just stay down for the rest of the match.
Hopefully so, yes.
Yeah. We have the Dead Poles against the Rockomotive Git Crushers. Hummer v Demure Nickel.
Yep, Hummer, of course, should be winning this game easy as you like. Hummer with his basing zones, there's no way he should ever lose this game. Hummer, it's yours to lose.
Yeah, pretty much. Just if you keep basing the way you're doing, you will lose.
It's okay. It's his to lose. No pressure, Hummer. It's yours to lose.
No pressure. No pressure.
Right.
Then we have Ramhard v Zinj, Nurgle v
Poor
Chaos.
Ramhard.
Yeah.
Yes. With Zinj's Dice Lord powers, Ramhard does at least have one thing, and that is the Mighty Blow Claw Beastman.
It could come incredibly handy against the Nurgle Warriors.
It could. This could be the game where Zinj's team goes into nothing.
Yep.
But everybody's going to like this because it's Chaos killing Nurgle. It's the Bash killing the Bash. We just want to see blood. We don't care whose it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Then we have the Kleptocrats against Full Metal's Alchemists. Pyro, I have one thing to say to you. Just kill...
luck.
Yeah, just kill as many Kislev players as you can.
Yeah.
It's a really great match for the Kislev,
yeah.
the Kislev.
Because they've got so much, they've got more guard, they've got leap, and they're probably coming in for 2 dice on the ball carrier most of the time. And they just need to get it out the necro hands, and it can be very difficult.
It's going to be incredibly hard for the Tomb Kings, the Khemri to pick up.
Yeah. So hopefully Pyro can get a bit of the Nuffle loving that he's been missing for the first couple of weeks of this game, and maybe see what happens. We'll see the damage that the bear can do, I'm sure.
Absolutely, yeah. Then we have the Hat Tricks versus the Delicacies of Doom, Chorse versus Pro Elves. I am just going to say rip Pro Elves.
Yeah.
Rip Pro Elves. Witches be trippin' against the Serpents of Inneruk, the Dark Elf Mirror. I think this heavily favors Ravers' Dark Elves.
Ooh. Yes, possibly. The problem with Dark Elf Mirrors is they both try to play really cagey, and it is just whoever rolls the worst one of the game. But whilst Ravers does have the Strength 4 Witch and a bit of guard, Crow Dog's got Agi 5, some guard and tackle. So Agi v Strength, Witch versus Positionals, it's Witches v Witches, but Strength 4 v Agi is going to be close, and it's possibly going to be decided by who's got the biggest balls, because one of them's going to have to go, right, I'm here to win, and I'm going to win, and go for it.
Absolutely.
Because if they both just kind of mess around it, it could easily be a draw, or it'll be decided on a 1-up, like a 2+ dodge or something. So we'll be interested to see the way they go to it. And Chubstep, in the greatest and worst possible way ever, here is lots of armor 7 for you to punch and level with. Here is lots of armor 7 with Claw Mighty Blow that's going to kill those players at level.
Yeah. This is just a big match for Chubstep to hunt down that Claw Mighty Blower and get it out as quickly as possible.
No.
Or just hurt as many of the armor 7 players as possible.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see the level explosion that Chubstep really has been looking for.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But yes. We will see what happens. Now, this is the point where we pass over to PG Tips with his divisional tips.
Yes. Wow, that was actually incredibly... Okay, so I realized this morning when I was fixing out the comp that we had completely forgotten Hummersep in every tipping week. So I went back this morning and checked through things, and amazingly, he's at the top with 12 points.
Collusion. It's a cheat.
So in second place, we have Demure Nickel with 11 and Pyro TJ with 10. That's the top 3. Then we have Ambitank. That's how you pronounce it, Nugget.
Ambitanique.
See what I have to deal with here. Barry, Austin, Nugget, and Ravers with 9 points. Zinj with 8. Razzle with 7. Metal and Hindus with 6. And Hippie still with 3. Because he forgot to tip this week.
Feel happy.
Yeah, that's it. That's all we had for you guys. So thank you for tuning in. Once you actually get to watch this and YouTube decides that it's okay to upload.
Yep, I'm sure Gajais will be really happy with the in-depth analysis of his great team that we gave him, considering the great result that he finally got, by finally picking up those first points. We rewarded him by smacking him down for being a lippy little shit.
Yep, that seems about right. So now you know not to speak ill of your recappers, otherwise you don't get a recap.
Yeah. Abby Tanique, keep it up, son. Just keep that team until you face metal. That's all I care about.
Yeah. So, in the immortal words of Gerber...
You stay classy, folks!
Yeah, he did it before me. See ya, guys.